So how can we stop the opioid crisis? Two new studies point to, drumroll please, medical marijuana. States with legal medical cannabis saw massive drops in opioid prescriptions. Morphine scripts dropped 20.7%, hydrocodone by 17.4%. So is legalization a good first step to ending the opioid crisis? Joining me now from the Fox News Medical A-Team, Dr. Mark Siegel, also a professor of medicine at NYU Langone. I understand for physicians, marijuana is a mixed bag, but wouldn't you rather see someone try medical marijuana as opposed to getting addicted to opioids and then buying heroin or fentanyl on the street and dying?
In a word, yes, I would. And we're talking about big numbers here, Kennedy. We have 64,000 deaths from prescription drugs, 2/3 of them from opioids. And I want another arrow in my quiver. So medical marijuana is legal in 29 states plus D.C. Medical marijuana is a no-brainer because the fact is it does decrease pain. It's been shown in multiple studies to decrease pain. Now here's two studies from University of Georgia and University of Kentucky that show that literally we're seeing a decrease in opioid prescriptions if we can write for medical marijuana instead. I'm all for that. Now, I would quibble about two things. First, I would say, is the pain really need anything? What are doctors prescribing? Are there alternative therapies that would work? What about physical therapy? What about heat? What about acupuncture? What about chiropractic? Are there other approaches? Yeah. What are you treating? Well, doctors have to think about that.
And that's a growing field in medicine, pain management. And it's fascinating because doctors are learning more and more about pain and the mechanisms that cause and relieve it.
And medical marijuana relieves it.
Yes.
Marijuana relieves it. So we should have that availability and we shouldn't have any problem with that whatsoever. But I do want to add, it's not exactly the same thing as saying, hey, I grew some pot in my backyard here. You know what? I got some back pain. I'm going to smoke some weed, and I won't take an opioid as a result. Because we also know, and Centers for Disease Control has come up with a statistic a long time ago, that you're 3 times more likely to end up as a heroin user if you started with marijuana.
Well, now, if you start with illegal marijuana,
exactly,
and you're getting it from a drug dealer who then, gives you other stuff as you go down the road, yes. But in other cases, when you're sitting down with your doctor and you're saying, I can't work, my back is spasming like crazy, I'm miserable, I don't want to take this stuff, I don't want to take pills, is there anything else for a doctor to say, yes, here's a prescription, go to a dispensary and try this?
Okay,
Last word, 10 seconds.
Okay, completely agree. I think it should be used for pain. I think doctors should be involved. And I want to agree with you. I'm not against legalization of pot. Yeah. That's not what I'm against. But I want it to be used judiciously. And I want people out there to know if it is legal in your state, there are some risks. Don't take it if you're pregnant.
Find a good doctor. Talk to your doctor. I agree with you there. Dr. Siegel, thank you so much.
Good to see you.
Always great to see you. Coming up, topical storm.